Does Matthew Stafford, is he like playing it out? Is he going to retire? Any chance of that at all?
As for Matthew Stafford, I am actually a bit concerned with this injury because, as you guys all know, I mean, he's dealt with a lot he's played through a lot of it. And he did that also last year, and he started this year with some elbow concerns, which he somehow played through, and now he has this concussion. Then he has the next thing. And the way it was described by Sean McVay, a spinal contusion just doesn't really sound good. Again, I'm not really a doctor, so I'm probably not the right guy to talk about all of this. But as somebody who knows how his wife has talked in public in the past about Matthew Stafford's injuries, and he's up there in age, and he's made a lot of great money in his career. I would not be surprised if that discussion at least possibly comes up this offseason, and maybe the Rams putting in a claim for Baker Mayfield is a thing for them. Let's just see what this guy has, just in case something does happen with Matthew Stafford. So, looking back at that trade, they traded 2 first-round picks. They won a Super Bowl. That's really all that matters. But the second first-round pick will be a top-5 pick for Detroit. But I think if they did not win a Super Bowl last year, the way that trade will be looked back on, especially if Matthew does call it a career, or this really does impact him, I think a lot of people will be looking at it very differently.
Maz, all jokes aside, though, when you asked Ari if Matthew Stafford would retire after this season.
I believe that because of Kelly Stafford, though, which she's been putting the signals out there, man. She's been putting it out there. Remember about a month ago when he first got concussed, she was very nervous. She spoke up, and she has her podcast every Monday, and she speaks about it. I'm nervous for my husband. He's got the bad elbow. He's got the bad neck, the back. You heard him. It's not good.
Now
he's already won his Super Bowl.
Right? Now he's been concussed. He's got a spinal. Did they say it was a spinal contusion?
Yes.
Yeah.
That the man's taking a beating.
Thanks
to us.
You've made more money than you or your grandchildren could spend.
Yeah.
You won your Super Bowl. Everybody in LA is going to love you because you already won that Super Bowl.
Right.
You are probably more loved here than you've ever been loved in your entire career.
Right.
What more is there to play for? But Ari Meirov said, quote, I would not be surprised if that discussion comes up. Without the benefit of a first-round draft pick next year, why not pick up a guy like Baker Mayfield to see if this offensive genius in Sean McVay can do something with Baker Mayfield? And we can make fun and we can have the debate about you and Baker Mayfield, your love for Baker Mayfield, all we want. But on a serious note, Matthew Stafford, what is there to come back for?